Namaskaram, you're most welcome in our Salesforce Guruji YouTube channel. This is our second class for logic building, and from here onward, we will be focusing on how we can create the logic and a lot of different things. So, if you are ready for a great journey, then let's start. So, in this class, basically, we will learn about our logics. So, first of all, let's understand what is a logic. Maybe you heard on a lot of places that you need to put logic, you don't know logic, but the main important thing is what is a logic. That's you need to understand. So, a logic is just a formula to solve a problem. If you have a requirement and you need a solution for it, logic will help you in the solution. So suppose you have a requirement where you need to decide whether a person can cast the vote or not. Then we need to create a logic, or in another word, a formula. As we know that if a person's age is greater than or equal to 18, only then he can cast the vote. So in this situation, this is our logic, that if the age is greater than equal to 18, it means he can cast the vote. So this is how basically we can create the logic. And in another word, logic is just a formula basically to solve our problem. Maybe we can have a complex requirement, but we need to think about the solution, means how we can relate to the solution. Okay, suppose here we were having a requirement to decide whether he can cast the vote or not. Then we have to think about the solution, that who can cast the vote, who can cast the vote. In that situation, this thing will be automatically in front of you, that hey, if the person is 18-year-old, or then definitely he can cast the vote. So this is how we need to even think. Now, how to build the logic. Okay, so this is a simple explanation that I'm giving to you. First of all, we have to understand the requirement clearly. See, in most of the scenarios, you are not aware about the requirement very clearly, and you are just starting writing your flow, or I started writing your code. But definitely at the end you will fail in that particular scenario, because the first thing that you need to do is understand the requirement very clearly. See, maybe when we are learning right now, the requirement is very simple, you can write easily. But when you will enter in the real world of programming or writing a flow, then definitely it will be very complex logic. In that particular scenario, you first need to understand the requirement very clearly. Then only you will be able to seek for the solution. So this is the first point that you need to put in your mind. First thing is, you need to understand the requirement. The second thing is, if the requirement is very complex, if the problem is very complex, then divide the problems into smaller chunks. Okay, suppose you need to go to America. Now in this particular scenario, just divide the problem into smaller chunks. So like you need to first think about the solution. So like how you can go to the America. For that one, America will require a visa. So how you can create the visa? So first you can divide the visa process in a different way. And like you, when you will actually go there, that thing you can divide in a different chunk. So this is how basically you can divide your problem in multiple chunks. So now we have two different processes. You need a visa process, and you need traveling. process. So in the visa process, now you need to identify the things, that what all document will be required for that particular visa, are you eligible for that one or not, a lot of different things. But when we divide the things, then it's very easy for us to create the solution or create the logic. So that's why, if the problem is very complex or the requirement is very complex, then just divide the problem into smaller chunks. So it will be very good for you to just create the logic. Then think about the solution and create the plan. Think about the solution. See, here the thing, most of the time whenever there is a requirement or a problem, most of the time we just think about the problem. Okay, suppose my phone is not working, then I'm just thinking about it. My phone is not working. My phone is not working. How I can call to my relatives? How I will survive? I need to post on Facebook, Instagram, anything. These kind of things will be there in front of you also whenever you will try to make the logic, or whenever you want to try, you want to solve the problem. So for that scenario, definitely you need to first basically think about the solution. Think about the solution every time. Remember this thing, think about the solution. Whatever solution it is, first you need to think about that one, and just think clearly. Okay, in the previous example, we were having a complex problem that you need to go to America. In that scenario, we were just thinking that how we can do this thing. Okay, now I have done this thing. Now what else I can do? What all other things will be there? So this is the main important thing. Think about the solution. Once your thinking is done, then you need to create a plan, that how you will execute the things. Okay, so suppose you know that you need visa, you need traveling, but in your plan maybe you are directly saying, oh, I just need to travel and I will handle the visa process after that. No, that's not gonna work. So that's why first you need to create a plan how you will manage the things. So that's why uh, first think about the solution, then create a plan, and then test it. Okay, so suppose you have created everything, you done research about how you can get the visa, how you will travel there, what all expenses and the things you will receive. But just think according to you. Suppose you are blocked by that other country. In that scenario, just think about it and test it. If you are blocked by that another country, then definitely you will not able to go there. So that's why you need to test it. If you are not testing your flow or your code, then definitely in future it will make a lot of issues. Maybe you started your process, visa is done, now you are traveling there, but definitely at the security check they stop you and they are saying no, you cannot go there. So definitely in that particular scenario it will be very hard for you. So that's why whenever you are trying to create logic on that particular time, please think, test it first. If you are testing, then definitely great. If that particular plan or think is failing, then just create another one wherever it's failing. Okay, suppose that country blocked you, then you need to send some mails to them that, hey, why you blocked me, I'm just a basic simple guy. So for that scenario, you can create another plan. So till you don't have the perfect solution, you need to create the plan and do the things. But the main important thing is you need a perfect plan. You need a perfect plan. If you have perfect plan, then only you can write a flow or write code, then only it will work. Because it's a computer, it's not a human, so it will work according to us. It's a computer, it will work according to the logics only, according to the binary language, not according to us, not according to the feelings. It will not understand the situation. So that's why we need a perfect plan. Now when your plan is ready, you need to create a flow diagram. So basically, if you want to create a flow diagram, then definitely we will teach you all the flow components and everything, how you can do the things. But this is very very important if you are just starting your career in programming, or if you just want to switch your career in programming. If you are an admin and you want to know the basics of flow, then definitely first you need to create the flow. Even if you are a programmer, first create a flow. If you are creating a flow, then the situation will be very easy. And if the even the client is from non IT, then it will be very easy for you to like explain the things. So that's why just create a flow diagram. Once the flow diagram is done, if you are a program, you can write a flow. If you can write the program or code, or if you are an admin, then definitely you can write your flow. So that's why first you need to create the flow diagram and then this thing. So definitely we can do these things. Now, I'm just showing a basic example. You don't need to worry about this one, that if you are not understanding the things in perfect order, please don't worry. We will cover each and everything in the upcoming classes. Now, let's go for the next one, next slide. In the next slide, an example. Okay, so uh, suppose here we have a requirement. We need to show whether a child can go to school or not. This is the requirement that we have. So first thing is, we have to understand the requirement very clearly. So whether a child can go to school or not, we need to think about the solution. Think about the solution, how we can solve it. So we know that, hey, if we want to send our child to school, he or she at least need to be 3 years old. Then only we can send them to school. Then only they will accept. Okay. Suppose our child is 2 years old. No, we can't send him. Definitely, school will not accept it. Suppose our child is 4 years old. They will accept it. But his age should be greater than or equal to 3. Okay. Then if the age is 5 year old, okay, then also you can go. Ah, it means if the age is greater than or equal to 3, then that particular child can go to school. So this is how basically you need to think about the solution. Okay, so just think about the solution. Definitely you will get it. Maybe it will be hard or it will be very simple, but you will definitely get it. So this is how you need to think. Then create a plan. Okay, so I need to show to the parent that their child can go to school or not. How I can do that thing? Okay, in my scenario, I if the age is greater than equal to 3. Okay, it means I need age. Oh, I can take age as input. Then this is the plan that you need to create. Okay, so you need to say that we can take as an input. If the age is greater than or equal to 3, then the child can go to school. Otherwise, he can't go to school. So this is the simple plan that we have. Let's test it. Okay, if our child is 6 year old, he can go to school. If our child is 1 year old, he cannot go to school. Okay, it's passing. Okay, our logic is ready. It's passing. If the child is 3 years old, definitely he can go to school. It's passing in all the scenarios. Now, testing is done. It's passing all the tests. Then let's write our flow. So, this is our basic flow. Oh, great. We got our flow. Let me put myself over here. So here is our flow diagram basically. And you don't need to worry about this one right now actually, because definitely all of these things, component, everything we will cover right now. You just need to know about this flow. So basically, this is our start element. Okay, from here it's starting. We are taking A's as input. Okay, once the A's, if the A's is greater than equal to 3, then he can go to school. Yes, if it is yes, then he can go to school. If it's no, then he cannot go to school. And from here it's ending the program, or this flow, and here also it's ending the program. Okay, it means we wrote our first flow like that, this way. Now I have a surprise for you as always, so let's go to our surprise element. Here we have an assignment for you. So don't worry if you are not able to complete it. Definitely we will cover in our next class. But just to test your knowledge, here is an assignment. You can grab a copy and a pen, whatever flow example we show you in the previous slide. You can take that as an example and you can write this flow also. Okay, so what flow diagram you need to write is: create a flow diagram to show whether a person can cast the vote or not. Think about it. Who can cast the vote in India or in your country? Who can cast the vote? Just think about it. Create the solution. Write it on your pen or pencil. If you are submitting this assignment, then it's a really great thing for you. If you are not submitting this assignment, then also I'm happy, because definitely I will explain in the next class. But this surprise you need to submit in your next class. So that's the all thing for this class. Just if you are like, if you have time, then please submit the assignment. Thank you so much for watching this complete video. I hope it's helping you, and if it is helping, subscribe us and become part of Salesforce Guruji's family. And definitely we will meet in the next class. Till that, bye bye. Jai Hind.